Hi, this is Jim with CableSupply.com, and today we have some tools here that every professional cabler should have in their truck. Here is fiberglass fishing rods, and I have used these over the years. I mean, this is always with me. You got to have these things. And in this case, it's as you can see, they screw together, and you can, extend them, and make them go further and further. This is a 20-foot one, and this gives you a little bit of flexibility. It has some ends to it. It has an egg beater end, which is kind of nice, because if you're moving things across the ceiling, let's say, I rarely use these in the ceiling. This is usually up and down in a wall somewhere or a tight situation. It doesn't get caught. It kind of slips over as it moves. So these are really nice. They're very flexible. They bend. They do break. So one of the things I wanted to caution you about is that when you use these, the joints, you need to tighten them as tight as possible or that joint will break. Of course, they will snap at one point. I don't know what the point is. I don't want to push it to that point. But every once in a while, they do break. But they're pretty sturdy overall, as you can see. And they're very flexible. Now, the one thing you always have to remember that when you're dealing with fish rods or any other thing you're dealing with when it comes to cabling, any tool, it's called cable pulling for a purpose. And that is, you don't attach your cable to the front and push your cable to where you're going. What you do is you push your rod there, attach the cable at the end. And I know some of you are thinking, well, there's no end to attach to. That's right, there isn't. So what you do is, you take your wire and your tape, and you just tape it. Do this all the time. And you tape down a little bit so it's not going to pull out. And then that's it. And then as you pull through, you're pulling the cable. If you're pushing the cable has an ability to do something like bend your rod if it gets caught on things. Rod's not made for pushing cable. It's made for pulling cable. And I know I've seen some website guys, how-to people who have probably never cabled in their life because they're always pushing cables up a wall rather than pulling the cable down the wall. And this is great for walls. You don't use this tip, of course. Tips are changeable. You can just unscrew them. Put the tip you need. In fact, you don't even need a tip, to be honest with you. And what you do is you go through the cut in the wall and you go up the wall and then you attach your wire and pull it down. And it can go right through fiberglass. It can do a lot of things. Can't go through fire break so unless you cut a hole in the fiber break. And it comes in different sizes, as you can see. So on the website, it has different sizes, different total lengths. This is actually 18-foot total with 3 sticks. This is 20-foot total with, looks like 5 sticks. This also comes with a hook and a bullnose. The last thing I want to show you, and this is a great tool, and this is a telescoping, what they call Gopher Pole. And there's a couple ways to do this. It comes out, and as it comes out, you'll see what it does is it snaps. Little snap right there. And then you can keep on pushing it, and keep on pushing it, and keep on pushing it. And this is used when you're in a ceiling. And so you pop a ceiling tile, you push it all the way out, and then you can grab a cable and pull it back to you and collapse it. As you're up in the ceiling, you can collapse it again. While you're up in the ceiling, you can collapse it again. Or if you push it all the way out, at the end, it has a little hook there that you can connect the cable to, and the other person can grab it and pull the cable towards them and collapse it and get it down out of the ceiling tiles. As you can see also, we've used this a lot. This is probably a couple years old. They're pretty sturdy. Everything's worn off it. It's been banging around in the back of our service vehicles. Sometimes the guys just attach the wire with tape. There's the tape from the last time they attached it. And it also has this little hook, so as you're pushing it across the ceiling tile, it has the ability to jump over those T-bars. You can also remove this. So there's two things you can do. You stretch this out, attach the wire, pull the wire back, or stretch this out, have someone grab it and pull the wire to them. Remember, you pull cable, you don't push it. When you're pushing cable, it's sort of like pushing a noodle. It doesn't really go very far. It's not the right way to do it. Watch some more of our videos. Thank you for watching this one. I always appreciate when people watch my videos. Again, this is Jim with CableSupply.com. And like us on Facebook and follow us on YouTube. Hi, this is Jim with CableSupply.com. Hi, this is Jim from CableSupply.com. Hi, this is Jim with CableSupply.com, and today I'm going to show you how to cut a hole in the drywall.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this YouTube installment of CableSupply.com.